Hey guys, our newest episode is with our good old friend Nicholas the Dickolas. Um, we share a lot of stories about Derek being a piece of shit, about times that people got too drunk and embarrassed themselves, which is right up our alley, and also, more importantly, dive into race relations and ass eating, which I think are both equally important topics. If you give even a fraction of a shit about us and our podcast, you will like this video, you will subscribe to the podcast, and you will share it. Look at me. Share it. Share it with anyone. We have 57 subscribers. We've been doing this for a year. This is embarrassing at this point. Anyway, enjoy the podcast.
Welcome to the Den of Debauchery.
Cats and kittens.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Nicholas. Dude, I've fucking missed you, man.
I know, man.
I haven't seen your face since the fucking wedding, dude.
Ooh, yeah. What? Seriously?
Yeah, would have been my
When's
wedding
the-
class.
No.
Name a time. man.
No,
The move.
Yeah,
When they
my
moved in.
movement.
Oh, yeah. Helping move. Okay, I lied.
Jesus, y'all-
I lied.
Army's really teaching
Hey,
me a lot of intelligence. I
My
see.
memory is directly tied to my hair. The more hair I lose, more memory I lose.
So you didn't get a cut; it's just thinning out.
Yeah, no, like the sides just fell out. It's a fucking
I
disaster.
need to get, as you can see, I need to get mine cut.
I
look
like that
awesome.
look. It
Thanks,
reminds me. It reminds me of newly famous Yale's look. Honestly,
Oh,
so I really
yeah.
appreciate it.
bangs.
Gotcha, bro.
No, I was just trying something out, expressing myself.
That was a good interview.
Interrogation. Taking off my glasses. Fucking
Yeah,
light
please, 'cause you look
reflect.
hideous with them on.
I look hideous without them. That has nothing to do with it. It was the fact that the
disagree.
light was reflecting.
The glasses add no intelligence. They make you look no better. So what's the point of wearing them?
He's not wrong.
See,
God,
I mean,
are we recording
whole
yet? Because
purpose-
I'm on fire right now.
yeah, we
Oh,
are.
we're recording.
I no longer do welcome to Denver. But I'm just gonna record an intro for each one so we can just.
Oh,
shit.
see, lazy. I got you. Yeah.
I'm making myself do extra work. What the fuck are you talking about, lazy?
That's your opinion.
It's facts.
Yeah.
I have to sit down and record an intro now for each one. So not just
Guys,
extra work for this episode, but for all future episodes.
it's just to put him on. Like, it's to get him more screen time. That's all he's doing it for.
Exactly. He thinks he's the star, but
I am. Raise your hand if you've been featured on your mom's house. That's what I thought. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, because I forgot it was named the Den of Yale's House of Unemployment.
But it's the next
here,
pretty soon. If things don't turn around, it's going to be coming to you live from under the overpass.
yeah, but Nick's over here throwing an unemployed rock in an
Whoa.
unemployed
Whoa.
glass house.
Yeah.
My
whoa.
wife tells
you've been
me-
unemployed for way longer than I have. Way
Past 2 years. But as my wife tells me, I actually do work.
2 years ago, I was defending freedom. So let's not
No,
throw stones and glass.
Okay,
houses.
hold on. So
You were
you were sitting in a sand-filled foreign country working next to a McDonald's. You were really, really saving us from a
he's
lot.
got it. He's got it. It might not have been.
I was in
McDonald's,
Iraq,
but
you
you're-
dipshit. I wasn't in Kuwait that time.
Don't matter.
Oh,
When I was in the
Yeah.
military, that's when I was just abusing taxpayer money. That's
I
That
thought
was either
the-
way.
I-
He was on the right
I-
track.
yeah.
fuck.
You know how
do-
everyone's getting in trouble for blackface now?
Yeah.
How did you never get in trouble for wearing a turban so much when you were over there?
I never wore a turban. I
Lies.
would have. I do have one of the
I
fucking
would have.
frags that you see in every like movie that involves like elite soldiers and special forces. That fucking thing that they throw around their neck. I forget what it's called.
A scarf.
Nah, they got a fucking
It's a proper name.
they got a terrier
Speaking-
name for it. I can't remember what it is.
Speaking of the whole blackface thing, since this whole thing's happened, not to get political, but I'm really surprised that the Lethal Weapon, Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode have not been removed.
It's
Not
coming.
yet.
They went
Yeah.
after
It's
fucking.
gotta.
They went
I
after
mean-
Jimmy Kimmel. Like it's coming. It's definitely
Right.
coming.
Yeah, it still blows my mind that those are still like those. I figured would
Yeah.
be the first ones to go,
Dude,
Well,
because they were the
they're not-
latest. Those were the latest.
and they were like
That's the
very
most
terribly put
recent-
together.
Those were the most recent blackface that I can think of. Was that one?
Right. But I guess they do in that episode talk about like how it's bad and it's not a good thing too. So
Yeah, that's a good point. That they get.
Oh
like,
yeah, they were like,
they
"What?
argue with
You
each other."
can't do this.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also, I told Nicole after our most recent episode, I told her, I was like, hey, if this podcast, for some stupid reason, actually takes off and makes it big, you won't just say the word and I will either edit it to have your face out of it or just pull it down. And she's like, no, I don't think that's a problem. I was like, I made a George Floyd joke, so you sure?
Yeah.
And she goes, oh yeah, okay, maybe. And then I told Jenna what I did with my background, and she was like, yeah.
Whatever. Cancel us.
Speaking
No,
We'll
of
just
it's
start
I'm not worried about us. I
I know.
stand by my joke because the joke was, I hate you so much and I wanted you to look evil. And what's the most evil thing that you could be? Somebody that was like, yeah, no, the police fucking should have knelt on his neck. Yeah, good for them. That's the most evil thing. So I'm saying that that cop is evil and that you are evil. That's the joke. I stand by I stand by it. And your face when you saw it was well worth
my
all
my
of the
poker
work of
face?
trying to fix the background while you guys are talking and me just going, yeah, whatever, you go ahead. Fucking piece of shit. Why is it the fucking aspect ratio's off? God damn it.
Why are we talking about behind the scenes things? Nobody cares.
he's the star, he can do what he wants.
That's a good point.
Exactly. We're talking. That's the thing. Nobody cares. So our
By the
show
way,
is what we want it to be.
If I can add that I am definitely the best looking person that's been on your show from a male standpoint.
Well, you didn't get to see some of the people.
I'm still not
Well,
worried.
just I mean,
Derek
with
must
the
be in love with
exception of
somebody.
those, I don't know. I'd say Joey was decent looking fella.
The guy with the bigger nose comes with the nose joke.
I said with the exception of the no, because we made a joke about it on the podcast. Maybe if you listened, maybe if you were an actual,
He doesn't listen.
I know
he does not tune in.
He doesn't care
mean-
about us, and then he just wants to come on.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's the point. I mean, do you want 13 views instead of 12 or what?
That's about what happened.
Yeah.
I've listened to a couple of them.
Yeah.
So eat shit.
I don't know. It was a fun episode anyway. So even though it didn't boost us like we were hoping, it was still,
You
I had
have
fun
the-
talking to him.
Got a lovely Adam's apple going on here, though.
Oh my god. Hey, let's play a game that Yale actually loves, and it's pretty much where you just tell a story that makes me look like an asshole.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like hide and seek or something with no clothes on, but
That's who's in my
Hide and
mouth.
seek
That's a
with my
date book.
penis.
right. Okay, yeah.
Hide and seek with my penis.
Hide and seek.
Hide and suck.
Hide the Rainbow Road. Who wants to play Who's in My Mouth?
Who's in my mouth?
Okay, so story that makes Derek look like a jackass. Well, the first thing that comes to mind, this would have been, I don't know, like what, 5-6 years ago, probably.
I have no idea.
Well, let's see. Yeah, about 5-6 years ago. I had just bought a lovely brand new 2016 Chevrolet Equinox. My first brand new vehicle I had ever bought. Was pretty proud of it. It was nice, had some chrome wheels and was looking real good. Was going out on the weekend when came over to hang out with Derek, and we decided to go over to our buddy Brock's house. And this was like full height of Crohn's too, by the way. So Derek is full blast. Like he is leaving. He can't eat anything, can't drink anything. He's puking and pooping whenever he wants, all the time. It's probably right around the time he was shitting himself at Birchhaven. I don't know.
It's probably around the same
probably around that same time.
Yeah.
But we went to Brock's house and we bought two 12-packs of Red's Apple Ale that night. That was when Red's was, getting real. That was when it first started taking off. And for some reason, we enjoyed drinking it.
I still do.
Derek wanted to get into a 12-pack race. So, of course, he being Crohn's infested, I said, sure, why not? Like, I mean, why would I not get into a 12-pack race with this guy?
I can't remember the last time I saw him drink beer at all.
Well, it's like my thought process was,
I believe I won.
Well, can I tell the story, or do you just going to keep interrupting?
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Are you telling the story, or am I?
I mean, you can just keep cutting in and make yourself look like an ass. I don't have to tell the story. But no, Derek was very optimistic about this race, and I figured, he can't, eat half a thing of wings at B-Dubs before going to the bathroom. So I figured, sure.
That's another
Yeah,
story.
why not? So, there's only there's like 5 or 6 people were hanging out in the garage, just music going, we're drinking, and we're like 45 minutes in, and I'm just drinking. I'm not thinking of a race. I'm just drinking normally. I have like 2 down at this point. Derek is probably 6 deep at this point. We're 45 minutes in, and Derek's six bottles of beer in. Red's Apple Ale, mind you. Typically, if you drink
6 bottles of apple juice, but go on.
So if you drink 5 or 6, you got heartburn up the ass first of all, and
sure.
you got a headache already.
Which is the least of his ass problems, but yeah.
Very, very true. Least of his ass problems. So we're like 45 minutes in. Derek's like 6 through, and Derek's just like, "Oh, kicking your ass." I'm like, "Yeah, you sure are. Good job, buddy."
I was fighting no one. I was racing no one.
Derek was really racing himself.
The whole time it was just like, we're gonna do a race. I'm starting now, and they're like, "Nah, I'm not really into it." It's like, I'm beating everyone. It's like, you sure are, buddy. It's like when you give a little kid the controller that's not plugged in, and it's like, I'm winning. You sure are, buddy.
You got it, man.
You got them all.
Place. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was a big boy.
Yeah, Derek was drinking. All right, so let's fast forward like 2 hours in, and Derek finishes the 12-pack. He slowed down after those first 6. He was really going hard. He slowed down, and then I would say we were about 2 hours in. It was probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and he finishes, and I had about 8 or 9, 10 down somewhere around in there, and he goes, "Oh, I beat ya." Bragging about it, and then we're like, "Oh yeah, cool, Derek. Yep, you won. Nice job, buddy." And all of a sudden, like 10 minutes later, we're all standing around in the garage, and we're just like, "Let's go inside." We're gonna go inside to get cool. We'll go inside, listen to some music. Derek did not follow us inside, so I would say about 30 minutes go by, and Brock goes, "Where the fuck is Stock at? Where the fuck is Stock?" I was like, "I don't know. I haven't seen him since he won the race, And so we go walking outside, and there's Derek. Lo and behold, on all fours in the middle of the yard, just in all of his glory, just letting it fly. It's all coming out. Just all the Red's Apple Ale, just all over the place.
Yeah,
all over the place.
I think it hit my system and came right back out. I didn't swallow any of that or retain any of it.
So this part of the story might make me come off as an asshole, but Derek's on all fours puking. So I, pat him on the back. I said, "You good?" Like, I'm more worried about his actual like long-term health than the short-term, because most people, they're puking. He's like, whatever, they're puking because they're drunk. Derek, it's a little, he's diseased. So, you gotta double check on him. And I asked him if he was good. He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna lay in the yard. I'm just gonna lay here." So I moved him like 3 feet away from his just case of Red's Apple Ale that's just flooded in the yard. He's got a nice Red's Apple Ale puddle going on here.
Nice mildewed yard, so it's kind of really nice on the skin.
Yeah, we're about 1:30 in the morning at this point, And I just said, all right, we're going to go hang out. We're like two blocks
did
from
you
his
say
parents.
mildewed?
He did.
Yeah, mildew. You know.
No, it's just dew.
Just
Mildew
morning
is
dew?
like mold.
Thank you, because we all passed right through that. You must have been thinking about it like, what the fuck?
I was trying to listen to the
Hey, he served in Iraq.
and it was banging around inside the skull, and I was like,
I know.
no, we're not walking past mildew.
Yeah. All right. So keep going.
Yeah, so okay, in the dude yard, we slide Derek over 3 feet from his puddle of
The dude
Red's
yard
apple oil.
sounds like a gay bar, like an
Yeah,
outside gay
Don't
bar.
worry about it.
The dude yard. We're hanging out at the dude yard,
Don't worry about it.
But so
playing
I go
some
back.
cornhole.
Yeah, right. So I go back inside, and we're still, music going inside. Derek's passed out in the yard. Derek's passed out. Derek's an afterthought. We're done with Derek. Derek will let
Derek's dead. Derek's dead.
Derek's
Derek's dead. We have to leave him behind.
right. We're not worried about him. We're inside. We're jamming. We're having fun. It comes about 3 a.m., 3:30 around that time. I'm ready to go. I'm done. I'm out of alcohol. I've borrowed other alcohols that I'm done with. So I said, all right, I'm going to go get Derek. I'm going to head out. His parents live, his dad or his mom's house was like 2 blocks.
Yeah,
If
roughly.
that. Okay. Now, mind you, let's rewind back to the brand new Equinox. Brand new 2016. Bought it. Fancy. Had 56 miles on it. So I grabbed Derek out of the yard, stand him up. He's a little woozy. I said, "You all right?" "Oh yeah, I'm good. I got it all out. I'm good." So sit him in the car, drag him to the car, sit him in it, roll the window down. He sits his head out. I said, "If you have to puke," mind you, this is verbatim. I will never forget these words. I rolled the window down. I leaned his head out the window. I said, "If you have to puke, this is a brand new goddamn car. Outside the window, please." I said, "I can wash the outside. The inside will take forever." He's like, "Oh, okay." So I'm not kidding you. We got 100 yards from Brock's house to the stop sign, and as I'm slowing down, I hear, mind you, Derek's puked everything out already. So like an ass, instead of sticking his head out the window that he's already leaning out, so like this is the window, right? He's outside of it like this with his head. Okay, see, I'm off screen. He's leaning out like this. He comes back in, puts his hand over his mouth, and vomits in his mouth. And as he vomits, like a action scene movie, blood splatter, just all over the car.
Now, I will tell you this. I vomited twice. I caught the first one in my mouth. The second one pushed the first one out, and both came out at the same time.
Okay. Now,
Seriously, in front of me was covered. Everything in front of me.
so it was just shotgun blast all over
It
the
was,
inside
yes.
of the car.
I mean, it was just like straight out of a horror movie. Like you chop the dude's head off and blood just goes like it was.
Now, is it possible that this is karma coming back to both of you for leaving me in that exact situation on somebody's 21st while y'all ate fucking Denny's and didn't give me any help? Is it possible that this is God punishing you when I was like, hey, I'm going to need help? When this was way after.
Us and the incident you're talking about is after.
Yeah, because we were out of college.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were out of college.
Yeah. So, and he did the exact same thing with his head out of the window. He turned and threw up all down my right side.
Yeah, but you were driving like a shit show car.
He threw up on me.
Yeah, Derek threw up on me too.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I'm guessing he got
he
some of the
didn't
splash.
throw up on the car and some of it got on me. He threw up so much on me that some of it spilled into the car. And
that was your friend.
Toddler. And
first of all,
out of the fucking car, and I needed help. And you guys were like, and I was like, hey, where are you guys? How far away are you guys? And they're like, oh, we just sat down at Denny's.
And then it took like an extra hour just to get.
We didn't get our meals, remember? Because Jordan had to bitch, and we got free food out of it because they took forever.
It almost ended Derek and I's friendship. It legitimately almost ended our friendship.
Yes, I know. I remember. I was there. But first of all, I was not involved in that situation. I knew he was Jordan was all messed up. All right, I knew that, but it was his 21st birthday. But it was Derek you were trying to get to go back with you because A, he was your roommate. There's no B. I don't know why I said A, but so me,
Because
was
I
just a
told him
bystander.
that I would need help, and he said, yeah, I got you.
See, so this is not. So this is Derek again, just looking like an ass twice in 2 stories.
Sure, maybe, but guess yours I look worse in, Nick, because I helped Yale the next day clean out his car.
Very
and that
true.
was awful.
Very true.
Dude, fucking
was
cloth
bad.
seats. I would like more than
Cloth
anything in the
seats.
world. I was like, I wish I had fucking leather seats so I could
Yeah.
wipe this shit off. It's baked into it. Like it soaks it. There's no getting rid of it.
Yeah.
I was so happy when that car took a shit and like I had to get a new one. I was like, thank God.
Well,
The memories of the stuff that I did with ugly girls and this vomit can now be moved on.
The funny thing you said that about when you got rid of that car is that when I actually got rid of mine because it was a lease. So after 3 years, I was done with it. When I was clearing my stuff out, I found a spot on the back of the rear view mirror. Mind you, this was like 2.5 years, 3 years after
Just
the fact.
sunbaked
There was just
that motherfucker.
And it was like the size of a quarter, just like it was like it ricocheted off the
man.
windshield.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it did.
It sounded like a gun
It just
went
looked
off.
like fucking Texas roadkill on the sun.
Oh
at
my
that
God.
point. Oh.
I looked at it and I like almost gagged like that when I saw it. Like
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Here's
to
the
that.
thing. I have
So-
never once like seen something that made me throw up or experienced like I've always like watching somebody puke. I'm always like right there, like ha ha ha. It doesn't bother me. But when you get the vomit like directly on you, it was so hard not to fucking.
Yeah,
throw
I had
up.
like
I can't
splatter
believe I held
like
it
all
in.
over my arm. I didn't have like pools on me. I had like splatter all up my arm and stuff from the ricochet off the
No.
hand.
I was wearing like an undershirt and then like a button up, and
Yeah.
it soaked through the overshirt and into
For
my
sure.
t-shirt. It was
Yeah.
oh my
Wife
God.
brought me a beer.
And then
Aw.
and then we
Tell her
get
to say
back.
hi.
Huh?
So we
She doesn't
What?
have a bra on, so she's not going to say hi.
Well, put her hands on her chest then. Nobody cares.
Yale says, "Put your hands on your chest."
I have
She
I
says
love-
hello
I love
from
when
back
she doesn't
there.
wear a bra.
Derek loves when you don't wear a bra.
I wanna see your
She knows.
I wanna see your calling the cops on a black person because he got too close to you haircut.
See the manager.
She's already shut
haircut?
the door. She's gone. She's
No. So we get back to my house, and then Nick just throws me in the yard, in my front yard.
no. It wasn't even. So that's how we
Yeah.
pull up. Derek's passed 2 blocks. 2 blocks. By the way, this dude has just puked another freaking 12
Wait, did you
pack
say
all
2
over my.
blocks?
2 blocks from
Okay.
where we were.
For the
He's
first
already-
time you said it, it sounded like 2 blacks, and I was like, "Oh shit, this story's taking a
Oh,
dark
okay.
turn." Literally,
Just
dark turn.
We got it.
I got it. Yes, yo. Ha ha ha.
We're
Funny.
canceling you next.
Yes.
Oh no,
This-
I'm losing
the
all
last
57
episode-
subscribers.
The last
gonna lose all 9 Twitter
episode
followers.
of the last episode of the Den of Debauchery is brought to you by Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Have you
But-
seen the celebrity video of them all saying, "I take responsibility"?
Yeah.
The
No.
fucking Kyle Dunnigan did a great one. He does all those celebrity face swaps. He did a great one where he put himself in there. So fucking funny. But even what made me laugh even harder than that was him doing all the different Kardashians. So he's Caitlyn Jenner and then like 3 different Kardashian. I legitimately can't tell some of them apart.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
But they're all just like, yeah, black guys matter. And she's like, nah, it's Black Lives Matters. Yeah. And she's like, what? No, black guys matter.
So, like, is there like some like underlying part? Like, I feel like you really want to touch this issue with this episode
He
No,
does.
it just made me think of it.
because we're talking about puking up Red's
Yep.
Apple Ale, and you just come right back,
2
right
blocks.
back to it.
All right, full
Boom.
confession.
Boom.
Nope.
If I can include this in the tags on the video because we mentioned it, then maybe we'll get more views, and then we can.
Not a point. Not a bad point.
I won't do that.
I would. I'm adding it.
I mean,
comedy.
That's like the one.
You could
moral
go from
stance
12
that
to
I have is that,
24.
like I won't.
Moral stance.
It's the one.
You're
It's the one thing where I'll
silly.
be like, I'd be a massive hypocrite after all the celebrities that I'm making fun of for like clearly just trying to like get attention. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're-
virtue signaling.
They're bored out of their fucking mind in
Yeah.
their fucking mansions, and they're just like, I need my voice to be heard.
Imagine all the people.
Ugh.
That one too.
We are the world.
If they did a remake of We Are the World,
I mean, we have to,
when,
right?
Oh my god, we should do that.
And Post Malone
like,
better be leading the pack.
Yeah. That dirty bastard.
That's my point. Post Malone's America.
that would. I mean, he would be the one to like. I mean, he's robbed enough black culture. I mean, it's time to give back.
I mean, it's not even that. I mean, Post Malone's living the American dream. He's a face tatted Bud Light drinking son of a bitch that just living the American dream.
And he doesn't have to bathe.
Exactly.
I say
He's
yes.
living the life.
Fuck yeah! I say he drops his own beat to it. If he gets whoever makes his fucking beats to do the new remix to fucking We Are the World. We are the world and Black Lives Matter. Oh,
Do like his song White Iverson.
I don't know enough
We
music.
are the world.
No,
of course,
no.
I'm talking to the wrong crowd.
Yeah, you're in the
Yeah,
hip hop
yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah.
I can't.
We don't pay attention
Listen,
to
man.
that.
We don't. This is an alt-right podcast. You know this, okay?
We like Trump.
We don't. Yeah,
We've
we're
said
all
it multiple times.
We're all in. We're all in. We're
Making America great again.
If it wasn't for the fucking Rona, I'd have been in Tulsa.
If
Right
it wasn't for Joe Biden, I might find a vote for a different Democrat, but the Democratic Party just keeps throwing out a bunch of idiots.
Dude, this could be the year for the fucking. I say this every election, and it's never true. I always say this could be the year for the third party. Fuck yeah!
You sound like me as a Michigan fan. Talking about the Ohio State game.
Hey,
That's as delusional.
let's
Very
bring up something that I think maybe Nick might care at least a little bit about. Do you guys see that The Undertaker retired?
I did. That was unfortunate. What he's like is that 30 years he was in?
33 years.
33 years. I just watched it was Undertaker and Kane versus, I don't know, some Facebook video showed up from the WWE.
Yeah, they get it a lot.
Whatever and it was like the Kane and Undertaker versus like X-Pac and Triple H or something. I don't know what it was, but it was
Sure.
freaking, I was just like, God, I miss those days.
Yeah, it's garbage now.
The 90s and early 2000s.
When we could believe that it was real at some point.
Well, it wasn't that. I mean, at that point, I figured out it was fake after. Yes, I went to a wrestling camp.
Did you seriously?
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, we got to talk to him about this wrestling camp.
Me and my
You went to a
brother
wrestling camp.
What?
went. There was
First
a
of
mall
all,
in
fucking
Toledo.
wrestling camp. It means like you're a legitimate like high school wrestler,
No. Like
Wrestling
WWE superstar camp.
like
Yeah,
fantasy
WWE.
camp.
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
sorry, it's WWF, mother effers.
Oh, whatever.
When we were watching, it's
Yeah.
F.
WWF, right?
World.
The Attitude Era.
Wow.
Yeah,
But-
I actually went to supernatural camp where they taught me how to hunt vampires and monsters.
Was that in Iraq?
No. This was legit. It was paid for by the CW, and they teach you that there's 3 important things.
All right,
No,
you got serious. I was telling a joke
know-
because
Always
fucking
know what you need to kill each individual monster. 2, always have a backup plan. And 3, make sure that you're only rescuing hot pussy from any dangerous situation.
I wonder if you and I would like if we actually did that shit. We'd be like, we'd walk in and be like, she's gross, and just walk away and let the monster do whatever the fuck it's gonna do.
We got
Now,
there's
Nick,
another
about this wrestling.
Hey,
camp.
didn't we hear about something down in frickin' Daytona Beach?
Sorry,
Isn't
the
there-
Stars
isn't there a
talking.
water
The
monster down in
Stars
Daytona
talking.
Beach? Let's go to Daytona Beach. Fuck this. Good
For
luck.
sure. All right,
We're live.
about the wrestling
Pretty much
camp.
anyway.
How did that go?
It was actually awesome. I was
Sorry.
I
Yes.
was
How
like
was your
8.
LARPing adventure?
I was like 8 or 9 at the time, something like that. It was one of the malls up in Toledo was holding. It was the MWF the MWWF Midwest Wrestling Federation is what they were called, and my dad took us up there. Me and my brother, and we spent the whole day. It was like 6 hours, and like they taught you like wrestling. But you found out like what was real, like when they do like elbow drops and stuff on each other. Like you found out like they actually do some like physical things, and then they went about like the inside stuff about like how they cut themselves. Like the ref hands them an instrument to cut themselves. And,
Yeah, they're not allowed to do that anymore.
no, not
Yeah,
anymore.
just
But back
So
then,
fucking lame.
Just
right,
like the
that's what-
actors do all their own stunts. Sure.
right.
I gotcha.
Right, but it was actually sweet.
Back then, I'm sure
it was
pretty
like
fun.
that was in my
Yeah,
in my
you still
prime
believed in
of.
Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy at this point.
Actually, I didn't believe in
Exactly.
Santa Claus at that point, but
still believed in wrestling.
exactly.
I think that's worse.
It's very
'Cause
white
your parents
trash.
aren't there telling you every day that it's real. You
Well,
fell for
I
that
mean,
shit on your own.
Do you
You
do you
know
know
what?
my parents?
No, he does. He has no idea.
Exactly. So, but the funniest part about all of it was that like everybody like learned how to wrestle or whatever, and then everybody got their own match, and they got to pick like a wrestler from that MWWF or whatever to wrestle, and they videotaped it and gave you a video, and
Do
then
you
like
have that video?
yes, my dad does.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
will retrieve this.
Yes.
I'll
and
have
will
to now.
send it.
I don't
as
know if
soon
he
as
has.
possible.
I'm trying to. I know he has my
I have to
brother's
edit
for
this
sure.
shit tonight.
So now you're gonna have to talk to your dad, even though you never did on Father's Day.
I know, right? He didn't talk to me either, so that's nice.
Yeah. So
I think it's on the
But-
son to reach out to the father on Father's Day.
oh,
yeah,
well,
but
it's also
he's also a father.
It's not.
yeah.
It's not Son's Day. You son.
My daughter's also 2, and my father has seen her 3 times. So
Yeah, I've seen her like 4.
yeah,
I mean, not counting Facebook, I feel like we're tied.
probably
Facebook is where I get all my Charlotte news.
right. But going back to wrestling, back to it. Right. So they give you the video or whatever. The funniest part about all of it was, so you had your own wrestler you wrestled against. You were backstage. You were going through all. I did it. I finished with a rock bottom and a people's elbow.
You did the people elbow.
Couldn't even make
But-
up your own fucking fake moves. God
Why?
damn, kid.
Come on. So,
No,
but
you idolize.
You uncreative
Um,
sack of shit.
whatever. I don't care about your opinion. But
Fair.
my dad works in Findlay, right, at the distribution center there in Findlay, and it was 2 years ago. The guy my brother wrestled worked for my dad.
See, it worked out for him.
My dad, and then so my dad went through and found the video and brought it like into him so he could see it, and it was kind of freaking funny that like this dude that was like in this like trying to be like a WWF superstar,
Yeah.
now he's working at Lowe's Distribution in Findlay, loading trucks.
Load truck.
Worked out, man, living the dream.
It's, by the way, we're not saying that Lowe's Distribution is a horrible job.
No,
We're saying
at
that
all.
this guy
It's
wanted
better
to
than
be,
amateur wrestling.
he was the
Amateur
Golden Boy.
wrestling.
That was his nickname, was the Golden Boy, and he turned out to the Golden
I'll be-
Boy of
I'll be
loading
honest with you.
trucks.
I get that it is all storylines and everything, but I would love for Yale to get up on a ladder and jump off and see
break
how
his
he
neck?
see how,
I mean,
see how he
yeah,
likes
just-
it. That'd
I
be
would
awesome.
love for you to do one push-up and see how you survive that. Let's not start.
I am
talking
actually
trash.
working with multiple doctors, so I can do so.
I can barely do one push-up.
It takes a team of physicians to get him to a point where he can do a push-up.
Push-up, that's for sure. Yeah, that's exactly how it's going.
I could
right now.
survive a fall from a ladder. You would just explode into dust at this point.
It would be very fitting. I would take the Owen Hart way out.
Ooh, nice. He was ziplining though, so
It's still from up top.
very true.
Oh,
Yes, wrestling. We all know these things.
You can't find it anywhere. They completely cut that out of the
Did you ever see
freaking.
that video of the dude that fucking was doing in the glider suit and fucking smashed into a bridge? Like they split up so that one of them was going over and one of them was going under, and the dude that went over hit like the fucking guardrail on the other side, and they cut off the video. It's from his GoPro, and they cut off the video but still play the sound of him hitting the guardrail, and it's and it was awful, but I fucking laughed because that sound is always funny. And I'm also just like, why would you play the sound? Like, why wouldn't you just do a slow fade out and be like, in memoriam?
So they cut it out before he hits it or as he hits it?
No, they cut it out like right before he hits it.
Because I was like,
basically the video ends with you going, oh shit, and then boom. And I'm like, oh. That's a funny sound.
Fuck yeah, man. Hey, he chose to do that shit. He's stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's
stupid
nothing I
games,
love
stupid
more
prizes.
than people doing stupid stuff where they like get hurt and or die. Whenever somebody is playing with a dangerous animal.
Wow, I love when people do stupid things
and die.
And die. Like there was no like get hurt or break a
I
leg
said get hurt or die. I said both
yeah,
of those
but
things.
you should have just ended it at hurt, all right? We love Jackass because none of them died.
Exactly.
No, like if you do alligator wrestling and an alligator takes your life, you deserve to die. That's insane.
I say takes your arm. That's funny.
Yeah, like Tiger King. Chick got her arm ripped off. Like that's funny. Like that's fun. And she came back to work like 2 days later.
Crazy bitch.
That's white trash.
That's
all
a
white
he,
trash.
Man. That's a he.
No,
well,
it's not.
Yeah, now it is.
Trans man.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that was a big stink that like it came so far, and like basically when she was asked about it, oh shit.
Yes, I was wondering the proper way to do it.
When he was asked about it,
yes.
I was just like, yeah, I know they messed it up, but like it's not like a huge deal. I get it. It was like everybody else was way more pissed off than I was, and I was like, that's how you should handle it.
Well, mainly because she was cool with a tiger chopping off her arm.
Because she knew it was the risk.
That would have been really psychotic behavior to go through that chill and then be like, use my fucking proper pronoun, you monster. It's like, you're not mad at the tiger or at fucking Tiger King, but somebody messed up because they didn't know and now you're losing your shit. That would be some fucking psychotic behavior.
Nah, she's just chill, man.
He is just chill. Listen, we will never grow if we don't try.
I don't know how this
it's very
works,
confusing.
Man. Yes. Because I'm not talking to him. You know, if I get to see him, you know, with a drawn-on mustache.
Say he, she.
Zim.
Zer.
Zim. I don't know. Derek, I said this in your interview of me. There are 72 as of right now.
Well, yeah, that's just because the other
men.
ones haven't been discovered yet, right?
Exactly. They're like creatures at the bottom of the ocean. We just haven't discovered the genders that are out there.
And Nick's having a real hard time with this.
We've just gone from here, and now we're way the fuck over here.
That's what this is, man. That's
fine, and I love that. It was just I was not expecting the route that we've gone from puking in cars to overseas stuff to the current Black Lives Matter issues, and then now we're
okay. Tell you what, tell you what. Right now, I'm going to bring it back to the root of the show.
All right.
During
What's the root of the show?
Quarantine, I got my butt licked for the first time.
What?
That deserved a moment of silence. This is real?
This is real.
I'm so excited. I am so excited. No. All right. This is the best.
Edit me out. I'm going.
Did you know this was coming?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
all
I
right,
react
different.
as such.
Hold up. So you didn't prep. So now she's like, she looked at it.
Did not prep. Here's the thing.
Oh,
here's the thing.
I know.
So, like, for a while, I have been all about a tongue in the taint region. Like the balls was always like a major thing. Like, yeah, play with the balls, and then somebody like messed with the taint a little. I was like, oh, that feels really good. All right, cool.
Well,
But then I've always been like,
yeah.
I've
Tickles a little
cleaned
bit.
myself in the
Get-
shower, and like I don't feel anything. So I was just like, that's a dirty area. I don't want anybody back there. That's always
No.
been my attitude. It's just like I don't need anything back there. Like it just seems gross. I don't want it. That's always been my attitude. And so during a particularly dirty, raunchy night, this takes
I would
Wait,
say
wait. Dirty, raunchy night, as in the two of you.
drunk, aggressive animal fucking.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't like a dirty night, like you did a fucking Tough Mudder fucking course and then she ate your ass.
Oh no, she's the one that went through the mud.
Okay.
Ew.
Everybody high five.
All right.
Everybody high five.
Get back to your mud flaps. Let's go.
Okay. Should have cleaned off the mud flaps, but and I just want to prep you guys now. It's not like a crazy story or anything happened like dirty
It's
or
already
anything.
crazy.
now.
It's
already
just,
crazy.
So I was getting my the taint handled with the tongue, and I was just like, nice. And then there was like a flick of the tongue down there, where it was like just enough where like
It
you
was a
could make
mistake.
the argument of like, oh, my tongue accidentally just went like a little
Right.
too far south, and I made an involuntary noise.
Yes.
Ever seen Parks and
like,
Rec?
oh,
You guys watch
like
Parks
that?
and Rec?
Yeah.
When Ron's getting the foot massage or getting his
His
shoes
bunion.
done,
He's getting
and
his
he just
bunion
goes,
rubbed.
That's a good shoe shine. That's pretty much what I did.
I thought
I flicked down there just real quick, and I went,
he went, huh?
and then hold on, I'll show you what I saw, which was her. It was like,
Like, do it again. Do it again.
Like a dog watching. I hope this
and then
is on.
she went. I didn't stop her. I didn't outright say, no, not for me. So she just went ahead and went, oh, okay, and then went for it. And then I
you
went,
farted.
I'm going to recreate the noise I made the best I can. I went,
God, nobody needs to hear
It
that.
just- like a shudder went down up your spine, right?
and so
So now
it's
I'm
the
into
fucking
that.
bee's knees, guys. It's
Okay. I have two
Ah.
questions. I have
So
two
now-
questions. Two questions.
I would have
out of-
called.
out of-
I would have fucking went hard. Like literally, a month ago, I would have went hard against anybody that fucking even suggested it was a good thing. I was like, dude, it's fucking gross. Like, why would you want that? And now I'm just like advocating for it. I feel like fucking Hillary Clinton on her stance on gay marriage. Like once it became the time where that was the time to fucking come out, I would change my position 100%. It's like,
okay.
yes, I'm for this. I've always been for this. Fuck anybody that's not for this.
Go, Nick. What are your two questions?
The political agenda with this guy, again, everything just
Every
comes back
time.
politically.
I
But
know.
two questions.
I'm trying to do my own version of the Daily Show, guys.
Okay, first question. Did you go ass to mouth?
Oh,
What?
good question. Like
Okay,
after
first
that,
off,
like,
first
after
off, ass
she-
to mouth
after
is me
she-
fucking her ass and then putting
Whatever.
a dick in
Did
her
you
mouth.
go fucking mouth ass? Whatever.
It's any like if she put
She
her mouth
licked
on
your
your
ass. Did you kiss her
she
after
kissed you.
that?
No,
He
she
did. Lies.
she made a point to like as soon as like we were done,
She brushed her
to, like
teeth.
immediately goes to the bathroom and like rinses out.
She better fucking put some like bleach on her fucking lips.
Okay. Now, okay, question number 2, even though I don't believe the answer to number 1. Question number 2.
No, like, and here's the thing, and it's because we've had this conversation when it comes to semen, where it's like, because she loves it on her face, loves it. It's her number
Sure.
one
I
favorite thing.
respect that.
And so I'd just be like, yeah. I was like, if I do that, I was just like, before you like come in for anything, you just got to make sure like you're all like cleaned up. And I was just like, because it's just like I
So-
don't want my own fluids in my mouth, if that makes sense.
Is your rule wipe it or like go clean it?
Go clean, run to the bathroom real quick.
And you know why? That's because
Real quick.
That's because you're
Sterilize.
not in a relationship with her.
Very true. Very true.
You're telling me if I was in a relationship, I'd lick my cum right off of her face?
No, you would just the wipe would be enough. If a girl
Nah.
swallows
Nah.
now,
Okay, Mr. High and Mighty.
if our wives swallow now, they'll get a kiss afterwards. I mean, good
Oh,
job.
yeah, a kiss, but no tongue.
Oh yeah, we're
No,
married. We
I
don't
kiss
use
after a
tongue.
What the fuck is a
swallow.
tongue?
A kiss
We don't
after a
use-
swallow. I said on the face. I'm talking about on the face. It's everywhere.
Okay.
You look like your mom.
Now, question number 2. All right. This is the big question. You said her face after you made your sound where she was just like,
That's his ball sack. Yep.
right here. Like, how did this position come forth?
Yeah,
How
are
did this
you-
blowing
happen?
me.
Yeah,
was
but are
blowing
your
me.
legs up
She was
like a
blowing me,
guy?
and then she went to like sucking on the balls, and then she went to like licking the taint.
Okay. See, you made it sound like the position you put yourself in made it sound like you were on all fours, bent over, and she was just going to
No,
town.
that's just where you took it.
No, I honestly, this is what I saw. He's got his legs up like he's getting his diaper changed.
Get after it.
Go get.
Oh,
Down in that butthole now.
why did we not start with this? People have to see all this BS to get,
To get to the
this.
best part of the whole entire show.
Yeah.
Because I'm ashamed. I still feel shame about it.
I hope people kink shame you. I think that's the new thing is we're going to just, the most bizarre shit, make fun of Yale for now doing it.
Yeah,
We're going to kink shame you.
I was against it for so long. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please like the video, share it with your friends. You can click on a video over here, or you can click on a video over here, or you can subscribe right here, or wherever the fuck those things end up. And be sure to watch the next one. Love you.